Pillow talk, pillow talk, pillow talk, yeah. Pillow talk, pillow talk, pillow talk, pillow talk.
Good morning, everyone. And we want to welcome you on this great day to Pillow Talk Lounge. We're your host. I'm James Greene, and this is my lovely wife, Cynthia Greene. And we just want to welcome you today. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great month. Actually, it's going to be a great rest of the year. So, how's everyone doing this morning? So before we get started, like we always ask you to share this out, because as you can see at the bottom of the screen, this whole month, we're going to be talking about how to make your marriage great. And we're going to be giving you some tips. So just like I said, share this out, please, because there's people who want a great marriage. And we're going to have people to tell you how to have a great marriage, because we have some guests that may be coming on this month that's going to actually tell you how they made their marriage great.
Absolutely. Hey, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's so good to see all of you. Like James said, how y'all doing today? Y'all, summer's almost over.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost mid-August, and in 2 weeks, most of the little children's go back to school. And people consider summer over when kids go back to school. James and I had this debate last week, okay?
Summer's over right after Labor Day.
But technically, September 21st is the official last day of summer.
That's man's calendar date.
Yes, Labor Day weekend is the unofficial end of summer, because that's when most schools across the United States open up and kids start going back.
But just think for a minute. This is August. There's only 5 more months to the end of the year.
Yeah.
5 more months till Christmas.
Oh,
till
my
New Year's.
gosh. Wow.
Yes.
I love Christmas.
Time has been flying by.
I love my summer months. And you're right, babe. Time has been flying by. You guys, we're doing a lot next month in September. And I just want to share it with you right off the top. So even personally, we have a lot going on. Our anniversary's in September. We're going to my uncle's 75th birthday party. I call it leaving the country in September. And then we have Couples Fest in September. And then this year, we have several amazing new components to Couples Fest. So we have a full game night where it's truly interactive, where couples learn couple skill building types of things. Let me just put that across the bottom of the screen since I'm talking about it. And oops, why is it not? What happened? Oops, wrong thing.
Couple steps right there. Take us inside.
Oh, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. No.
Couple steps.
Oh, it's sitting there. I'm trying to get it to scroll across the bottom. So, but anyway, so that's Friday night. And then on Saturday, we'll be doing this show live at Couples Fest on set. Oh, y'all, it's going to be so cute, because we're going to be on the couch and we're going to really be doing pillow talk. We're going to have, you're going to be able to see all the pillows and us chilling. I might even lay down back on the pillows and on my hubby's lap, and we have some real pillow talk. We'll see. But you guys, listen, we need to do that one Saturday. That'll be cute. And then Saturday, so then the rest of the day, we'll have our speaker fest. And during our speaker fest, we have a lot of different speakers on different topics, from how to get your legal affairs in order, to financial, to health and wellness, to communication and conflict resolution, just building your relationship. And then in between speakers, we have really great people come up and do demonstrations. Everything from teach you how to do a massage, to how to do a sexy couples fitness routine, how to do a workout with your spouse, or yoga with your spouse, or what's some other thing? We had a hula hoop contest last year. So we do different things to keep you entertained and engaged You're not just sitting there like a lump on the log the whole time, just listening to people speak. It's real material and information that you need to learn. So then here's the new component. So this year, we are having a real live wedding at Couples Fest. We're having a wedding contest. And you guys, and today is the absolute last day to apply to win a free wedding.
So the chance to win a free wedding is easy. All you got to do is tell us your story, because we know maybe for the past 2 years when COVID was going on, a lot of people couldn't get married. I know there were some that were getting married, say online or virtually, so to speak, but they didn't have the wedding that they wanted. They didn't have, to be able to dress up, to be able to stand in front of the pastor, to be able to have guests there, to maybe be able to have a small reception, whatever the case may be. That didn't happen in the past 2 years. But now things are getting back to normal and they'll be able to have that. But maybe it's financial. Maybe you just couldn't afford it during that time. There was a lot of reasons. So all you have to do is submit your story. Tell us. Tell us how come you maybe wanted to get married, but you couldn't. Or tell us your engagement story. Mm-hmm. Tell us how the two of you got together, because there's a lot of times where people get surprised when they get engaged.
They go all out for a proposal. Yeah.
So tell us that. And so what we're going to be doing is picking we're going to have a panel to pick the most interesting story, whether it's how you met, whether it's how you couldn't have your wedding. Maybe it was, how you got engaged. But the best story is going to win.
And if you look at the bottom of your screen, we're actually going to do a poll in our Facebook group today for people to give their opinion on who they think should win. Now, our committee is going to make the final decision, but we want to know your opinion. So we're going to tell you just a little snippet of each story, and you tell us which couple you think should earn a free wedding. And guess what? The runners-up get free tickets to Couples Fest. And then every couple who's there who's married, we're going to have a vow renewal ceremony during the wedding. Y'all, it's going to be phenomenal. So that's the other surprise at Couples Fest. And then on Sunday, we're going to have church there in the building with the church that's already there. We're going to have brunch in the building. They're creating a very special brunch for those who want to attend. Anybody can come to the brunch. It's separate. It's open to the community. And then last but not least, guys, we're launching our third book. And this year we did a book anthology with 14 other couples.
And what makes this special is that we know that, there's some great marriages out there. And we found 14 other couples with great marriages. However, they all been through something. You didn't just have a great marriage. You didn't just have a great marriage and it's been great for years, say 20 years. There's some couples that have been married 20, 25 years. And you may have been through some tough times. They are telling their story about those tough times and how they came through it.
And it's going to help you.
Right. And that's what it's all about. It's about helping other couples, because we know other couples may be going through it. We know other couples that maybe haven't gotten there yet, but they may start going through it. So just think for a minute. Wouldn't it be great if you've read a story and then you encountered that same issue in your marriage and you already knew how to handle it? You already knew how to come through it.
Yeah, and knew that it was possible.
Right.
The key is that it's possible to come through some of the hardest obstacles in life ever.
Because we know that there's times when couples go through some things and they just don't know how to get through it. And they end up going their separate ways because they didn't know how to handle it. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know how to maybe talk about it. But in this book, it's going to be 15 different stories of what couples been through and how they came through it. So trust me, I truly believe, or Cynthia and I truly believe, that one of these stories will resonate with you and what you may be going through or what you may be approaching going through, and you'll know how to handle it. You'll know how to deal with it. You'll take some of them steps and incorporate that in your marriage to help you get through it and come out on the other side and have a great marriage also. And that's what it's all about. It's all about having a great marriage. It's all about going through that process, going through what you may be dealing with, coming out on the other side and having a great marriage for years to come.
Right. And so that's why our topic today is Make Your Marriage Great Tips, because the name of our book is Couples Determined to Make Marriage Great. Powerful stories for couples by couples. And so, as we've been saying, we have 15 couples in the book, including us. And we are all sharing the down and dirty drama that we've been through in our marriages. But guess what? We are sharing how we came through and why and how we have an amazing marriage today.
Because when you think of it, you know, I know when you first get married, you're probably thinking to yourself, oh, I'm going to have a great marriage. You don't know what you're going to encounter. And people always say marriage is work, and that's true. Marriage, say, is not easy, because if it was easy, everyone would do it and everyone would have a great marriage. But that's not the case. And I know when you stand up at that altar and you think, I'm going to have a great marriage, then you go through something and you feel my marriage isn't as great as I thought it would be, or isn't as great as I want it to be. I want it to be greater. So this is your chance to have that great marriage. This is your chance to find out what it may take to have a great marriage. Because everybody's going to explain how their marriage is great, and you'll find out what it takes. And even today, these tips are going to be how to make your marriage great, how to have a great marriage. Because there's some things you got to do. You can't just sit back and think, oh, I'm going to have a great marriage, and then do absolutely nothing. You have to do something.
So we're going to share some quick tips. I'm going to give you some of my tips, and James will give you some of his tips. So one of my favorite tips to make your marriage great is look at your boo. Y'all, how often do we just take our spouse for granted? Like sometimes, like my hubby got on shorts today. I look at his legs. I'll be like, them some sexy looking legs, right? And I just love to rub them because, you know, he got that nice little hair on there. But yeah, look at your boo. That's my first tip to make your marriage great. Don't stop looking at each other. Don't stop looking in each other's eyes, because so often we're just in the house together. We're just going la 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 through day and just taking each other for granted. What's yours, babe?
Mine is, say, a two-parter is to kiss them and tell them I love them every day. You know, we have a kiss challenge where we know, and we did the research that says you should kiss your spouse at least 5 to 7 times a day.
You don't kiss me 7 times a day.
Okay. But I'm not saying to do those 5 or 7 times, but you should do it at least once every day. Maybe you should do it when you wake up. Kiss them and tell them I love them. Maybe when you go off to work, kiss them and tell them I love them. Maybe when you get home from work, kiss them and tell them I love them. Even before you go to bed, kiss them and tell them I love them. And you know, there's times when you may have a disagreement. You may not be on the same page. It shouldn't matter. Still, kiss them and tell them I love them.
Yeah, you know, honestly, when James used to go to work, we did kiss at least 4 times a day. Because all them times he just mentioned, he used to kiss me each and every time. So now it's pretty much when we get ready to go to sleep at night.
Right, because working from home,
we see each other
all the time. But I do come up and kiss you a lot.
Sometimes I'm in my office, he'll come up and kiss me. Yes.
Right. And then before we go to bed, that's automatic. But you know, saying that is, even when you're disagreeing, or you may have had a little spat or whatever the case may be, still kiss them and tell them I love them, because what that does, that'll make sometimes that disagreement go away. You know, it'll make y'all actually get on the same page, because, okay, no matter what we're going through, no matter what we're dealing with, you're still kissing me and telling me I love you.
Which leads to my next tip is create healthy habits, right? So if you have a healthy habit of kissing your spouse 2, 3, 4, 5 times a day, even once a day, if that's your habit, like James said, even if you're upset with each other, even if James and I, we've had a little tit for tat that day, he know I got a little attitude with him, or he got a little attitude with me, he will still kiss me when it's time to go to sleep. And I'll be like, kiss me on my cheek. But we always kiss goodnight. So create healthy habits, whatever that habit is, whether it's that you always open the door for your spouse, or that you always give each other a hug every day, that you always eat dinner together every day, whatever that habit is, create a healthy habit that that is you two thing, that is you guys' thing, whatever that may be. What you got?
Well, for me, it's do things together.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about just going out to dinner I'm not talking about if you go on vacation. I'm talking about do other things together. Maybe go to the store together. Maybe go to the hardware store, Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever it be, together. Go to the cleaners together. Go to the grocery store together. Or if one likes to go and do some activity by himself and the other, like say, go to the gym. Say the husband goes to the gym by herself and the wife goes to the gym by herself. Go to the gym together. Start doing stuff together, because even though you may not like the things that he does, go do them with him. Does. Right. If he, no, I'm saying if you don't like the things he does, ladies, go with him. And then maybe he not like the things that you may want to do, he'll go with you. See, all that does is balance it out. If you start doing the things he likes, he'll start doing the things you like. And now you're both doing things together.
Right. And James makes a lot of good points too. When you start doing things together, you create new memories. So you're laughing about it. You're talking about it. Like, good morning, Tashika. Like, I'm not going to tell Tashika's business, but she will share with me how all the things her and her husband did last weekend for their anniversary. They got out and tried some new things. And that is so exciting. And now you can laugh about it. You can talk about it. Next week, you can say, remember what we did last weekend? Remember what happened? That food sure was good. Like, you got things to talk about.
Right. And that's the key when you're doing things together. It doesn't always have to be going out to dinner. It doesn't always have to be going on vacation. The man could go to the driving range. Take your ladies with you.
Oh, I want to go to the driving range, babe.
Go to the driving range and hit some golf balls. That's what I'm saying. Do some different things together. Try new things with each other. Because trust me, fellas and ladies, if you start doing the things she likes to do, she'll start doing the things you like to do. Now you're doing these things together, and it'll allow to bring you closer together and allow you to grow together.
All right. So we're going to stop there, because this whole month, we're going to be giving you tips on ways to make your marriage great.
So we gave you 4. Cynthia gave you 2, and I gave you 2.
Right. But next week, we're going to have guests from our book, you guys.
Right. And they're going to tell you.
Can we bring Tashika on? She's
and they're going to tell you how they made their marriage great. And that's the key, to find out how other couples and what they did to make their marriage great. We're just giving you some tips on maybe what we do. And this is, and the things we gave you is stuff that we actually do to make our marriage great. You have to start somewhere. They say, well, it's hard to get started, but the key is getting started. You have to get started. You have to start from somewhere. Even if it's kissing your spouse every day, telling them I love them. Before you go to bed, before you leave in the morning, even in the mornings. And that's at least twice a day. In the morning and in the evenings before you go to bed. What did Cynthia say? Start new habits. And wasn't that one of yours? Start new habits.
Yeah.
Because just think.
Some healthy habits.
Right. Think. If you start doing everything each day, it's going to be a routine, and a routine turns into a habit. So it takes 21 times. So if you start now, just think. If you do it, say, for a whole month, now that routine turns into a habit. Now you have a habit of kissing your wife, kissing your husband. You have a habit of telling them I love them. That's what we want. We want habits. What was another one of yours?
You gave both of mine.
No,
my very first one was oh my gosh. Okay.
I said doing things together and telling them I love them. Cynthia said creating habits, which also creates memories. And I forget what the other one was. Just that.
It was my very first one. I gave the first one.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
Oh, look at your spouse.
Oh, yeah. Look at
your spouse.
And give them
See, when I turned around and looked at you,
and give them a compliment. See, that's the key, because...
Oh, you're giving more tips. Don't give more tips.
I was just going to say, looking at them, giving them a compliment, like you said, like when you said, I wear shorts, you love my ladies, that's giving them a compliment. That's words of affirmation.
Are you smiling? You like that?
That's words of affirmation. And you might not know that that's your spouse's love language, words of affirmation. So all that does is create a little something right there.
There you go. All right. So you guys, type in the feed. What's your greatest marriage tip? What are some things that you could share with people to make your marriage great? Right.
Or share some tips what you did to make your marriage great. So other people can see it and say, you know what? I'm going to try that tip.
Or something you've seen someone doing to make their marriage great. Because come on, y'all, let's just be for real. Most people don't see any great marriages. So many couples we talk to, they say they don't see any great examples of marriage.
And what's the key there is that, trust me, someone is always watching. You may not know it, but someone's always watching you. If you're out, husband and wife are out, or even in a relationship, and you're out and you're holding hands and you're doing some things together, people are looking like, wow, look at them. That's nice.
Yep.
People are watching, and trust me, people are taking those tips and trying those things.
That's right, you guys. So we want you to make your marriage great. Y'all get your tickets to Couples Fest, okay? They're on sale right now. Again, today is the very last day. We're closing it out. We got some good applicants to win a free wedding of your dreams. If you are willing to have your wedding on September 24th here in Waldorf, Maryland, then put in your application, and just about every single thing you need for your wedding is already paid for. That's the key. So we want you to do that. Then secondly, get your tickets to Couples Fest so you can come to the wedding. Okay? We want to see you there.
Or come and learn how to make your marriage great. Come and get some tips on the things you need to do as you grow together and as you start getting older.
That's our theme at Couples Fest, make your marriage great. We're talking about it all this month and probably a little bit of September also. So get your Couples Fest tickets at couplesfestexpo.com. You guys, we got a lot for you there, so you don't want to miss it. And then we're going to be signing our books at Couples Fest, but you can go ahead and pre-order your book now. So if you go to makemarriagesgreat.com, you can already pre-order your book, and we will have it there when you get there, okay?
And see, and this is the key, because we know that some of you may be from out of town, and maybe you can't get to Couples Fest, but this is a way to still get your book.
Right. If you pre-order it now, we're going to autograph it, give you a really nice bookmark about couples in the Bible, and then also a special surprise free gift. So we're going to give you a book bundle. So if you order your pre-order your book now, you'll still get an autographed copy, even if you can't make it to our book signing.
And it'll be sent to you. So what do you have to lose? All you have to do is get it now, and it's just going to come to you.
Right. So thank you guys for joining us this morning. We are so excited about Couples Fest. We're so excited about the wedding we're going to give away. And we are so excited about this brand new book anthology. You see, and we're excited about our anniversary coming up. So you see, we got a lot going on, but hey, we got this, right, babe? So thank you for joining us today. And remember, if you build it,
trust me,
it will last. God bless you guys.